Alright guys, Tom here, and welcome to a new video. Now, I actually haven't done a proper commentary with my voiceover since Sunday when I did all my, 8 TLC 2012 predictions, and WWE TLC was awesome, guys. I'm not gonna lie, the best PPV of 2012, hands down. And the 6-man tag match, it was The Shield versus Team Hell No, and you also had Ryback in his purple attire, which personally kind of looked gay, but this video today, that match was probably the best match of 2012 in my opinion. But today I'm going to be basically giving you the results of WWE SmackDown 2012. I didn't do one last week. Not particularly sure why, probably because I was kind of busy with TLC and stuff, but I'm going to get back onto these, and I know not a lot of people can be bothered to sit through SmackDown week in, week out, because it's honestly, there's not a lot of things that make you want to watch it. I know, but I do watch it every single week, and I have a list of the results. It's not really a review, it's kind of just results videos, because I know a lot of people on YouTube don't watch SmackDown because they simply don't have the time, or there's nothing, like I said, that really makes you want to watch it, because everything really happens on Raw. You've got CM Punk, you've got Cena, most of the time, really, Dolph Ziggler is on Raw as well. You also had Sheamus and Big Show going off on Raw as well. So, most of it's always happening on Raw, but I'm going to talk about SmackDown because CM Punk, the WWE Champion, did appear on SmackDown. Okay, so it is WWE week on the basically USA channel, I believe it is. So 2 nights after WWE TLC, it is the 696th edition of SmackDown, which I'm going to be talking about today. It was special because it was commercial free, and they basically were branding it as Super SmackDown Live, which emanated live from the Console Energy Center in Pittsburgh, PA, after launching herself in the arms of Dolph Ziggler and planting a long kiss on Mr. Money in the Bank, before leading the monstrous Big E Langston to the ring on Monday Night Raw on Monday, of course, and then basically planted Cena on the mat. AJ Lee would certainly have a lot of questions to answer this SmackDown, so I'm basically going to list off what happened. We started off with the Miz TV, and Mr. Money in the Bank was there with AJ, and I think it was Big E Langston, and like always, Miz kind of got himself in a bit of trouble on Miz TV, and AJ was basically explaining what had happened and what she had with Dolph Ziggler. Didn't really explain anything like usual, they're kind of keeping it kind of a secret, but she basically said that Cena didn't really care about her at all, and she did actually make something for him, which he said was trash, and said that Vicky had made up, and it was just a hash job. It was like these ring things, but Miz got himself in a bit of trouble, and Langston ended up beating him up, and Miz was on the floor like the end of every single Miz TV, but it was pretty funny. We kind of got a little bit of information about what was going on. Personally, don't really know why they're carrying on with this storyline, because I didn't really think it was good anyway, but it kind of set off at TLC. I can see it going a little bit further to Royal Rumble. Past Royal Rumble, no way. I mean, there's not really much in it. I can't see John Cena getting a rematch versus Dolph Ziggler at Royal Rumble for any reason whatsoever. I don't think, if they just use him for a push, he's not going to get a rematch. We're not going to see Cena versus Dolph Ziggler twice, I don't think so. But the first match was Damian Sandow with Cody Rhodes and The Shield defeating Sin Cara by pinfall. Now, why I say The Shield? Sin Cara came out, and for some reason they made Rey Mysterio enter by his own, which he normally doesn't do. So it was obvious that The Shield had attacked Rey Mysterio, because I'm not really sure why they made Rey Mysterio come out himself, because he didn't come out himself, because The Shield, we later find out, they came down to the ring with Rey Mysterio's mask, and he doesn't normally enter it by himself, so it's a bit retarded and a bit stupid planning, but really by WWE. The Shield came out with Rey Mysterio's mask, and I think it was Rollins, he jumped off the top rope and basically injured Sin Cara's I think it was his arm. To be honest, we got some news later on that his arm had been injured, but honestly, it happens in every single match that somebody gets a move like that, and making a big deal out about it that his arm's been injured is just completely retarded, because injuries like that happen in every single match, and I don't really know why they make big deals out of it when the Shield are around. I mean, it happened to Randy Orton as well. They were like, oh, he's done something to his arm, when it was just a simple attack. I mean, we got an attack on Caitlyn by AJ earlier, which was literally she threw him into something. which would have been as much damage as that. But whatever. The next match we got was Santino Marella defeated Tensai. It was a really simple pin, but when Tensai went for the senton bomb, simply Santino Marella ran out the way and pinned him. It was a pretty boring match, but it did go on for a long time. It was just really a simple squash match. But on the Slammy Awards, Tensai I think he fell over or something. I swear I saw a hand, but he fell over, and Santino Marella was making fun of him on the Slammy Awards when they were giving out, I think it was the biggest lol moment or something like that, and he was making fun out of Tensai. So it's simply a squash match to fill the live SmackDown because it was 1 hour and a half. The next match was the 6-man tag team match between Kofi Kingston and Team Nelho defeated Wade Barrett and the Prime Time Players. I'm really confused why they booked Wade Barrett for him to lose, to be honest. I don't really get that, but at TLC I'm on about, and the Primetime Players, but the Primetime Players both went to attack, I think it was Kane at the end, and I think it was Daniel Bryan took one of the Primetime Players, I think it was Titus O'Neil, then Darren Young has to finish off Kane, but accidentally ran into a chokeslam and got chokeslammed. It was a pretty decent match, it lasted quite a long time, and I thought it was really good. Before the match, Daniel Bryan was so angry when Kofi Kingston had his Slammy Awards, because Daniel Bryan thought that Kane and Daniel Bryan's, his anger management class was the biggest lol of the thing, but I did actually vote for them in the biggest lol, because I don't think Kofi Kingston won it for doing that amazing Royal Rumble handstand so he could get back in the ring. Don't know why they do the 2 feet rule where it should be just 2 things on the floor, whatever. But yeah, he won the Slammy Award, and Daniel Bryan was angry, which kind of built a little bit of tension. It was really funny to see his angry face because he is such a good actor. It's really good. The next match was a non-title Ryback versus Antonio Cesaro. I can see why they did this. Ryback really, he's kind of gone a little bit dead since Hell in a Cell, versus Antonio Cesaro, who's an absolute monster, and of course is the United States champion. Simply a squash match. They're not going to do anything with this, but it was a really good match. The tables turned as soon as Ryback tossed him over his head, and then he went for the shell shock, and you know what happens next, gets the 1-2-3 pin, and that was pretty much it for that. The next match was the Divas Championship between Caitlyn. She actually defeated Eve, because as Eve, Caitlyn ran up to the turnbuckle and was just about to jump it off, but Eve held onto the referee's leg, and because she wanted an excuse for it to not jump down on her. Caitlyn had come out injured because she saw AJ. AJ came up to her backstage and said good luck, and then Caitlyn was basically giving the "you're a weirdo" kind of look and walked off, and then AJ attacked her because she said that Caitlyn said that she didn't want to be friends with somebody like this, and that's particularly why she isn't friends with her. And then AJ attacked her and she started crying and everything like that. So Caitlyn came out injured, but like I said, it's just a simple injury which happens in every single match, so it's kind of strange. So Eve refused to let Caitlyn jump on her, so she pushed the referee over, but since Caitlyn won on disqualification, Eve retained. I don't really like that rule because practically anybody could have done it. I mean, Big Show could have run off in his TLC match and still retained, even though Sheamus deserved to win. Anything can do that, so I don't really like that rule. I think they should really fix the rule book on that. It's kind of strange. The next match was another tryout match. I think it's his 3rd tryout match, maybe his 4th. Brodus Clay versus Brad Maddox, and of course, Brodus Clay won with the Funker Splash, but then the Shields came out again and attacked Brodus Clay for some unknown reason, and then 2 of them picked him up. I think it was Rollins and Dean Ambrose, and then Reigns gave him a slam down on the mat. No reason why they would attack Brodus Clay, the really nice dancer. Why the hell would they attack him? But whatever, he got attacked, and the Shield have still got a lot of explaining to do for all these random attacks. I mean, they didn't even explain why they attacked Randy Orton or all the other people. They didn't really explain why they attacked the Shield. Sorry, not the Shield. Team Hell No. So, don't know really what they're going on here. But basically, the story behind that is Brad Maddox has still not got a WWE contract. But why do they keep giving him a chance? I don't know. But makes me lead to believe that he will get a contract sooner or later because they're keeping with his YouTube show. So why would they do that anyway? So the next match was the main event. John Cena and Sheamus defeating Dolph Ziggler and the Big Show due to disqualification, as Big E Langston gave his another press into the bottom turnbuckle, yet again attacking John Cena. We've seen these two pair up so many times, about 5 times in the last few months, John Cena and Sheamus. We thought we were going to get it last week on Raw, as it was advertised locally, I think it was. So we thought we were going to get that match, but we got this match live on SmackDown on Tuesday. So Big E Langston basically broke it up as Dolph Ziggler got out of nowhere zigzag. John Cena kicked out at 2, of course, and then as soon as Dolph Ziggler got up, John Cena gave him the AA or the FU. He didn't manage to hold on to him. He kind of flew off his arms. Dolph Ziggler flew off John Cena's arms when he was in the FU move. And Big E Langston, as soon as John Cena was going to go for the pin, Big E Langston attacked John Cena. So I'm really confused what they're going to do with Big E Langston so far. Keeping it with AJ and Ziggler, I don't think really is the right move. I don't really know what they can do with that. But it was a pretty good SmackDown. I mean, we also got CM Punk as well talking about how he didn't get the Superstar of the Year, which I personally think he definitely should have got. I don't have a clue why Cena got it. I'm a big Cena fan, but honestly, Cena fails to cash in when he wasn't actually supposed to win it. We all know that. He lost at TLC to Dolph Ziggler under controversial conditions or not. He still lost. Has really had one of his poorest years. He lost at WrestleMania to The Rock, which leads me to believe that these are actually rigged and they want to keep John Cena's high profile in the WWE because he is getting a lot of boos, and when he came out he got a lot of boos. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. It was a pretty good SmackDown. Sorry for rushing this video, but I've got to go to bed now. It's nearly 10 o'clock. Ooh, bed. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. I'd probably give this SmackDown about a 7 out of 10. It wasn't anything special. I kind of like how they got CM Punk coming out, but that kind of went on for 10 minutes. We haven't seen any more of The Rock yet. He's supposed to be coming out in a week or so. So probably after New Year, because they're taping all the shows for New Year. So the next live event will be on the 7th of January, the next Raw, so expect to see him there. CM Punk isn't expected to be ready match fit until the 18th, which is kind of stupid. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.